Could a single voicemail unravel the mystery of a woman's disappearance, or does it deepen the enigma, leaving more questions than answers? Welcome to The Missing Case of Diane Augat, where we dive into the chilling story of a woman who vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a severed finger, a haunting voicemail, and a trail of clues that has puzzled investigators for over 2 decades. Today we'll explore the theories, the suspects, and the unsettling evidence in a case that continues to haunt the state of Florida and the hearts of those who knew her. Let's get started. In the spring of 1998, the life of Diane Augat, a 40-year-old woman with a history marred by personal struggles, took a mysterious and dark turn. Diane's life had been a turbulent journey, marked by 2 failed marriages, the loss of custody of her 3 children due to battles with alcoholism and drug addiction, and the relentless grip of bipolar disorder. This condition thrust her into a tumultuous cycle of manic highs and depressive lows, a cycle further exacerbated when Diane ceased her medication, deepening her turmoil. Diane's existence was a patchwork of transient jobs and reliance on her family's support, notably her mother, Mildred, who harbored deep concerns for her daughter's safety, and her sister, Debbie, residing in Hudson, Florida. Hoping to steer Diane onto a path of recovery, Debbie extended an invitation to Diane to live with her, an offer rooted in love but fraught with the complexities of Diane's yearning for independence, juxtaposed against her need for assistance. Despite Debbie's well-intentioned efforts to help Diane regain stability by monitoring her medication and restricting her nocturnal escapades, Diane felt stifled, a misfit within the family dynamics, and ached for the company of her own children. This internal conflict led to Diane's sudden disappearance on April 10, 1998, leaving behind only her purse, identification, and medication, a silent testament to her abrupt departure. The alarm raised by Debbie to their mother, Mildred, catalyzed a frantic search, with law enforcement delving into Diane's last known whereabouts, notably a tavern where her behavior raised eyebrows, and an unidentified man's presence added a layer of mystery. The investigation oscillated between theories of Diane's voluntary disappearance and the sinister possibility of foul play, complicated by her mental health challenges. A harrowing twist emerged when, 6 days post-disappearance, Mildred received a distressing call from Diane, a plea for help abruptly silenced, leaving only haunting questions and a caller ID that led nowhere. Diane took her leave from her sister's Hudson home on the morning of April 10th, stepping into a day that would mark her last known appearance. Later that day, Diane's presence was noted at the Hayloft Tavern, where her erratic behavior, circulating aimlessly and engaging in disjointed self-conversation, prompted the bartender to deny her service. His observation painted a picture of a woman lost in the throes of intoxication or the grip of her mental health struggles. Departing the tavern, Diane ventured to a convenience store, purchasing soda and cigarettes, and mentioned plans to rendezvous with someone at a nearby motel, a statement that would ominously foreshadow the mysteries to come. The plot thickened 6 days post-disappearance when Mildred, Diane's mother, received a voicemail that sent shivers down the spine, as we already known. Diane's voice, tinged with fear and desperation, pleaded for liberation before being abruptly silenced, leaving behind a disconnected number and the enigmatic mention of Starlight on the caller ID. The discovery of a severed finger, adorned with red nail polish and a ring, on the side of US 19 near New York Avenue, approximately 3 miles from Diane's last known location, escalated the situation from a missing persons case to a sinister enigma. Despite exhaustive searches by law enforcement, utilizing both helicopters and canine units, Diane remained elusive, as did the answers to the chilling questions her disappearance provoked. Who was the intended meeting at the motel? What malevolent hand was behind the severing of her finger? And what horror had Diane encountered after her ominous voicemail? As the years pass, the plea for answers remains as poignant as ever, with Diane's loved ones urging anyone with knowledge to break their silence. In the heartache of not knowing, there lies a unified wish for Diane to find peace wherever she may be, and for her spirit to feel the unwavering love and yearning. I hope you're as captivated by the details of this case as I am. If you're finding this investigation intriguing, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, back to the investigation. The disappearance of Diane Augat remains one of the state's most perplexing and disturbing mysteries. The question of who is responsible for Diane's fate and the true saga of her disappearance invites speculation and investigation into several theories and potential suspects, each carrying its own set of evidence and challenges. Theory of foul play. The notion that Diane fell victim to a malevolent act is supported by the grim discovery of her severed finger near a highway, a distressing voicemail left on her mother's answering machine, and Diane's propensity to trust unfamiliar individuals. Contrarily, the absence of additional remains or evidence of a struggle, coupled with no identifiable suspects or witnesses, complicates this theory. Investigative challenges include unperformed DNA analysis on the finger, the untraceable origin of the voicemail, and the elusive nature of potential motives or perpetrators. Abduction scenario. Another plausible explanation posits Diane's kidnapping by someone with intentions of exploitation or captivity. Indications of this theory stem from the ominous voicemail, Diane's disoriented behavior witnessed at a tavern, and a potential mental breakdown. However, the existence of the severed finger, the lack of any communication from the abductor, and Diane's background of mental health issues and substance dependency raise doubts. Investigative hurdles encompass the absence of leads from the tavern, the untraceable voicemail, and the inability to identify any vehicles or locations linked to the abductor. Suicide hypothesis. Diane's tragic end by her own hand due to overwhelming depression and bipolar disorder presents a third theory. This speculation is bolstered by her recent treatment for mental health issues, the turmoil of losing her children and undergoing divorce, and her potential suicidal tendencies. Contradicting this theory are the distressing voicemail, the absence of a suicide note or method, and Diane's supportive family background. Challenges in the investigation include the non-recovery of Diane's body, unresolved questions regarding the cause and manner of her death, and the investigation's inability to exclude other scenarios or suspects. Wandering off theory. The idea that Diane voluntarily left her sister's residence and subsequently became lost or disoriented aligns with her history of ceasing medication, previous incidents of wandering, and potential manic episodes. Against this theory stand the findings of the severed finger, the voicemail plea for help, and Diane's supportive family circle. Gaps in the investigation are marked by the lack of sightings, the inability to assess Diane's mental state or intentions at the time of her disappearance, and the fruitless search for leads or clues to her whereabouts. The unresolved case of Diane Augat epitomizes a complex puzzle, with no theory fully encapsulating the entirety of the facts and circumstances surrounding her disappearance. Hindered by evidentiary voids, the elapse of time, and the intricacies inherent in the case, the quest for answers persists. Diane's family and friends cling to the hope of uncovering the truth and attaining justice, ensuring her memory endures amidst the quest for closure. Considering the evidence presented, do you believe foul play was involved in Diane's case, or do you see a different scenario? Let's dissect the possibilities together in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe for more investigative stories like this one. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious.